Welcome to this space of calm. Here there is no rush, no worries, no outside noise, only the gentle presence of the moment, the soft rhythm of breathing, and the feeling that you are already safe, already at home, within yourself. Allow yourself, just for a moment, to let go of all thoughts about tasks, results, and what must be done. Simply feel the silence around you and within you. Attunement to silence. Silence is not emptiness. It is a space where happiness is born, where clarity and inner strength are formed. In a world full of noise and constant motion, we often forget that the most important things do not shout, do not demand attention, and do not appear in haste. They are quiet, gentle, natural. Happiness loves silence, because only there can it fully reveal itself. Close your eyes if you wish, and imagine a gentle silence wrapping around your body. Feel it like a soft blanket draping over your shoulders, sinking into your chest, filling your lungs. Each breath in is gentle, each breath out is free. With every exhale, you release tension. With every inhale, you open space for joy, which quietly lives within you. In silence, we hear ourselves. We begin to distinguish what truly matters from what is only noise and unnecessary pressure. Here arises the understanding that happiness is not in the number of events, nor in external successes, but in a state of inner calm. And when we find this state, another form of success appears: clarity of thought, confidence in decisions, the ability to see opportunities without fear or haste. May this video become your gentle island of silence. May each sound, each moment of quiet become your companion, your teacher. Feel how, with every moment, your breath grows calmer, your heart softer, your mind clearer. In this calm, happiness is born, quiet and steady, and along with it comes the understanding that true success always begins here, in silence, in attention to yourself, in honoring the natural rhythm of life. Today, right now, you are taking the first step toward your inner happiness. You allow yourself to listen to silence, to dwell in it, and through it to see the world more clearly, live more freely, and act more gently. Happiness loves silence, and in this moment, you are already close to it. Silence is a source of inner strength. Imagine a space with no rush, no excess sound, where the world itself seems to slow down. Silence is not merely the absence of noise. It is a state in which your consciousness begins to spread its wings. In silence, a strength is born that cannot be found in constant bustle and noise. It is here that you hear your own thoughts, your true desires, your hidden resources. Allow yourself to feel how this silence gently envelops you. With every breath in, you invite it inside. With every breath out, you release all that keeps you from feeling whole. In this state, you begin to sense that strength is not force, not loudness, not external achievement. Strength is calm, clarity, the ability to see the essence of things and act without unnecessary strain. Silence allows us to hear our true needs. When we are caught in a constant race, we lose touch with what really matters. We hurry, we distract ourselves, we drown out the inner voice. Yet within us, there is a quiet, steady source of strength, our attention, our focus, our understanding of ourselves. And it is in silence that this source is revealed. Picture a river. In the noisy flow, in the rushing waters, we cannot see the bottom. We drift with the current, colliding with obstacles, losing our bearings. But in calm water, in the still surface, we see every stone, every depth. Silence is that mirror, reflecting not the outside but the inside, letting us perceive our possibilities and hidden resources. True strength is born here because it rests on self-understanding, not on external pressure or the desire to impress. In silence, happiness is born. And it is through this quiet happiness that we gain the ability to act effectively, to see true solutions, and to feel confidence in every step. Understanding does not come through noise and haste, but through a soft inner voice, quieter than all the world's sounds. Allow this voice to guide you. It asks for no proof, needs no confirmation. It simply exists, and it leads to happiness and inner success. With each moment of silence, you feel your energy return. All worries, anxieties, and haste dissolve. They fade into the background, leaving space for calm strength. This strength does not shout. It is soft and steady. It shows itself in clarity of thought, in a deeper sense of life, in the lightness of action. When we connect to this strength, we understand true power is within us, and it is always available if only we are ready to listen. Silence teaches us inner discipline, not strict rules, but the ability to observe, to understand, and to direct our thoughts and actions. We begin to see what deserves attention and what does not. We learn to release the unnecessary and to focus on the present. And it is this ability that brings success, not external fame or recognition, but results grounded in clarity, depth, and inner harmony. Imagine that with every minute spent in silence, you feel lighter. Your muscles relax, your breathing flows freely, your mind fills with peace. In this state arises the sense that you are capable of anything, but without pressure, without rush. Strength comes softly, like sunlight breaking through clouds, illuminating the path and filling the world with warmth. Silence allows us to connect with our true goals. When the noise fades, we realize that happiness and success do not require external validation. Everything is already within. Each breath in is an opportunity to hear yourself. Each breath out is a way to release what is unnecessary. And it is in this state that ideas, decisions, projects, and actions are born, ones that lead to genuine success. Feel your body and mind filling with this quiet strength. It asks for no proof, no extra effort. It is soft yet steady. It allows you to act with confidence and calm, to see opportunities and make decisions without anxiety. The strength of silence is a strength that always remains with you if you are willing to hear it and let it live within you. Now, as you dwell in this state, understand this. Happiness, clarity, and success do not come through noise, nor through activity for its own sake. They come through attention to yourself, through inner silence, through conscious presence in the moment. And the more you allow yourself to remain in silence, the more this source of strength opens to you. This quiet key to happiness and success. Happiness in deep silence. Imagine a moment when the entire outer world becomes quiet. No calls, no messages, no street noise or the rumble of cars. There is only you, your breath, the gentle beating of your heart, and the light sense of space around you. In this silence, you begin to hear what usually goes unnoticed. The quiet inner voice, the soft joy, the gentle smile within. Happiness comes precisely here, to the silence, where there is no rush, no pressure, where everything is calm. Happiness in deep silence does not require external conditions. It does not depend on circumstances, on money, recognition, or success. It arises naturally when we allow ourselves simply to be. When we stop chasing the noise of the outer world, we open the door inward, toward the place where joy quietly shines without loud words. without the urge to prove anything to anyone. This happiness is quiet, steady, calm. It grows out of understanding, out of presence in the moment, out of the ability to observe and accept. Close your eyes and imagine standing on the shore of a quiet lake. The water is smooth, like a mirror reflecting the sky and trees around. Every sound is soft, distant, barely audible. You stand by the water's edge, and in this stillness, a sense of complete inner peace arises. You begin to realize that happiness is not in loud events or in achievements, but in the moments when you feel whole, when you are in harmony with yourself. In deep silence, we start to notice joy in the simplest things, in the gentle wind playing with the leaves, in the first rays of sunlight breaking through the clouds, in the soft breath filling the lungs. All of this may seem small, yet within these small moments lies true happiness. It is quiet, but incredibly powerful. It does not ask for loud confirmations, does not need noisy praise. It simply is. When we dwell in silence, happiness begins to fill not only the mind, but also the body. We feel lightness in the shoulders, softness in the hands, warmth in the chest. Every cell fills with calm, and we begin to understand. Happiness is a state available to everyone, if we are ready to slow down, to listen to ourselves, and to allow ourselves to be here and now. Deep silence teaches us to value inner calm more than outer noise and stimulation. It shows that true joy lies not in the number of events, but in the quality of presence. We start to see the difference between what brings brief excitement and what gives a lasting sense of happiness and peace. And gradually, inner happiness becomes our natural state, the foundation for clear thoughts, confident actions, and gentle success. Happiness in silence also helps us let go of worries. When we remain in stillness, the inner dialogue softens and the mind grows clearer. We begin to see that many anxieties are only noise, covering joy. And when the noise fades away, space opens for lightness and gratitude. We realize that life does not demand constant control, constant racing, or endless proof. Everything important is already here, in the present moment, in silence, in the awareness of our breath, our heart, our presence. In this deep silence, a sense of connection with ourselves and with the world is born. We begin to see that happiness is not separate from everything else. It is woven into the flow of life, into the movement of the wind, the play of light, the softness of touch. And when we are present in this flow, it becomes our natural state, our inner resource, helping us act with clarity, confidence, and gentleness. Allow yourself to rest in this feeling. Sense how happiness gently flows through your body and mind. It does not require effort. It does not require action. It is quiet, steady, soft, but incredibly strong. And it is through this happiness that the strength is born to act, to decide, to create, and to live in harmony with yourself and the world. Deep silence allows happiness to unfold fully, without conditions, without pressure, without the need to meet external standards. And when happiness becomes steady, when it is rooted in our inner stillness, we gain the ability to see opportunities, to make decisions, and to move toward our goals with ease and inner confidence. Now in this silence, you can feel how happiness and inner success intertwine. Happiness, quiet, soft, steady. Success, quiet, gentle, confident. Everything begins here, in this moment, in this breath, in this silence. And the more you remain in this state, the clearer you see the path, the stronger you feel the inner joy and peace that become the foundation for all actions, all decisions, and all achievements. Silence and clarity for success. In a world full of constant noise, distracting signals, and external pressure, the ability to keep a clear mind becomes a true rarity. And it is silence that reveals this rarity. This unique opportunity to connect with your own inner space, with the inner light that guides you towards success. Here in silence, not only happiness is born, but also the ability to act effectively, confidently, and consciously. Allow yourself to take a deep breath and feel the silence. With every inhale, you invite calmness within. With every exhale, you release unnecessary thoughts, distracting worries, the noise of the outer world. In this soft, slow rhythm of breathing, you feel the space that creates clarity. This space is your inner laboratory where ideas, decisions, and understanding of what truly matters are born. Silence is a source of concentration. When there is no excess noise around, your mind stops scattering. We start to notice how often we act while being pulled by the tiniest distractions: the phone, notifications, the opinions of others. But in silence, those distractions fade away. What remains is only you, your attention, and your inner strength. Here you can focus on what truly matters, for happiness, for life, and for success. Imagine a clear pond. The water is still, the surface smooth like glass. In its reflection, you see not only external objects, but also the depth of your own consciousness. Silence works the same way. It allows you to notice where your thoughts are cloudy and noisy and where they are transparent and clear. And through this transparency, true productivity is born. We begin to act not on autopilot, not in a rush, not chasing someone else's standards, but in the rhythm of our own inner harmony. In silence, the ability to make decisions without fear or haste is born. We begin to listen to ourselves, to distinguish what aligns with our goals, our values, and our true joy. This inner compass works softly, quietly, yet firmly, and it is through this compass that real success comes. Success that does not require external validation, that is not built on rush and noise, but on inner understanding, clarity, and wisdom. Silence also teaches us how to manage energy. When the mind is calm, the body relaxed, and the attention focused, every thought and every action becomes more effective. We waste less energy fighting outer chaos, and more energy flows into creating, moving, expressing ourselves. Success in silence is not loud, not aggressive, but steady and deep. It arises from inner strength, from clarity, from the ability to see opportunities that are often hidden behind noise and hurry. Let your eyes remain closed or gently lowered, and feel how, with every moment, clarity grows stronger. Thoughts become softer, yet more concentrated. Every decision, every idea comes in its own rhythm, at its own pace. And this pace is your own, quiet, inner, guiding you toward harmonious success. Silence is also a space for creativity. When there are no distractions around, the inner world unfolds. We begin to see opportunities that were once hidden behind the noise. We begin to realize that true productivity and real achievement are not in the number of actions, but in their quality, in their alignment with inner harmony. In this state, you can gently observe your goals and tasks. You see which of them bring joy, which align with your values, and which are simply noise. And within this understanding, wisdom arises. The wisdom to act effectively, the wisdom to choose what matters, and the wisdom to release what gets in the way. Allow yourself to realize that success in silence is not a race, not a need to prove anything. It is the ability to be in harmony with yourself, to hear your desires and needs, to make decisions calmly and confidently. With each breath, you sink deeper into this state. With each exhale, you release everything that clouds clarity. Now imagine this inner light of clarity spreading into every area of your life. It gently illuminates your path, helping you see opportunities, make decisions, and act in harmony with yourself and the world. Silence becomes your ally, your tool, your source of strength, happiness, and success. And when you allow yourself to remain in this state, you begin to notice something remarkable. The more silence, the more clarity. The more clarity, the deeper the happiness. And it is through this combination that inner success is born. Quiet, soft, confident. Everything begins with silence. And it is silence that opens the way to harmony, joy, and the fulfillment of your goals. Right now, in this very moment, you already feel how silence fills you with strength. You understand that true decisions come not from noise and rush, but from calm presence, from clarity, from inner harmony. Silence is your resource, your guide, your source of strength, happiness, and confidence. Conscious letting go. In a world full of sounds, tasks, and constant rushing, we often carry the weight of thoughts, worries, and expectations with us. We try to control what cannot be changed, cling to what has already passed, and worry about a future that has not yet arrived. But silence is the space where we can gently release everything unnecessary, everything that blocks inner happiness and clarity of mind. Here in silence, freedom is born. Imagine that with every gentle inhale, you fill yourself with calm, and with every exhale, you let go of worries, doubts, and tension. Picture these thoughts as leaves on the water, slowly carried away downstream, leaving you in a state of lightness and inner clarity. In this soft process of letting go, there arises a strength that the Stoics called apatheia. Not indifference to life, but the ability to maintain inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Epictetus taught that we cannot control external events, but we can always govern our attitude toward them. Standing in this silence, we realize there is no need to fight against what lies beyond our control. We release anxiety and tension because we understand that true strength is born not from controlling the external, but from cultivating our inner state. Conscious letting go becomes the key to happiness and clarity, guiding us toward a soft yet steady success. Let your eyes remain closed. Let your breathing become deep and calm. With every inhale, you feel silence around and within. With every exhale, you release all that prevents you from feeling whole and free. In this state, you begin to notice how small worries lose their power, how unnecessary thoughts dissolve, and how your inner space fills with lightness and clarity. By releasing the noise of the outer world, we begin to hear the inner whispers of joy and inspiration. Here arises a kind of happiness that does not depend on external conditions, but flows from the depths of your own consciousness. This happiness, which loves silence, does not need loud confirmations or restless activity. It is quiet, soft, and deeply resilient. Through it comes clarity, the clarity that allows us to act effectively and harmoniously. Picture yourself standing on top of a hill, overlooking a calm morning field. A light breeze moves through the grass. The sun softly illuminates the world, and you feel yourself as part of this space. In this silence, the desire to compete for attention, to cling to control, or to chase external success at any cost begins to fade. Instead, you feel inner freedom, strength, and confidence, born from release and acceptance. The Stoics believe that true happiness cannot be built upon the external. It is always found within. Seneca wrote that peace of mind is more important than anything else, and that it is the true source of strength and joy. Epictetus taught us to let go of what is beyond our control and to focus on what is within our power, our attitude, our thoughts, our inner state. In this philosophy, there is no pressure, no rush, only the soft, steady strength of inner calm. When we practice conscious letting go, we begin to see that much of what we once clung to loses its meaning. We release not to abandon life, but to create space for joy, clarity, and productivity. Every released tension, every released worry opens the path to inner happiness and soft success. In the silence of letting go, we begin to discern which thoughts and feelings are worthy of attention and which are only noise blocking what is true. We see that happiness is born from presence, and success grows out of clear, calm, and focused action. Letting go is not passivity. It is the active process of inner harmony, through which we create the foundation for all our actions and achievements. Close your eyes and feel. Every worry, every fear, every anxiety gently dissolves. In their place appear lightness, clarity, and inner calm. This feeling is like a quiet light illuminating your inner path, helping you make decisions with confidence and gently guiding you toward harmonious success. The Stoics called this the art of living, the art of seeing the world without illusions, of releasing the unnecessary, of accepting the inevitable, while still keeping inner joy. And when we follow these principles through silence, we discover the source of strength, happiness, and inner success that is always with us, ready to be revealed in every moment. Right now, in this very moment, you are already practicing letting go. You allow yourself to be free, light, and clear. You feel that happiness loves silence, and that success arrives gently and naturally when the mind is calm, the heart is steady, and the soul is in harmony with itself and the world. Conscious letting go becomes your tool, your ally, and your source of inner light, leading you toward joy, clarity, and harmony in every area of life. Inner light and motivation. Imagine a quiet corner within yourself, a place where there is no rush, no imposed demands, no unnecessary noise. Here lives your inner light, soft, warm, steady. This light does not need external validation. It does not seek praise. It does not depend on circumstances. It simply is. And it is this light that illuminates the path to happiness, clarity, and inner success. Silence around and within allows you to see this light. When the mind is calm, when thoughts do not disturb, when the heart no longer beats in the rhythm of anxiety and haste, we begin to feel it. It shines softly, warms, and supports. This light is the source of inner motivation that does not arise from pressure or the pursuit of recognition, but from deep presence, mindfulness, and harmony with oneself. The Stoics call this inner virtue, the ability to preserve clarity, calm, and strength regardless of external circumstances. Epictetus taught that true motivation comes from within, not from outer rewards. We begin to act because we understand our purpose, our values, our calling, not because someone expects results from us. And this inner light becomes the compass that guides us through any difficulty. Imagine that each inhale fills this light with gentle energy, and each exhale releases doubt and fatigue. With every moment, you feel strength growing from within. It is soft, but steady. It does not demand force. It does not shout. It does not chase results. It simply exists, and through it arises the energy for action, for decisions, for creation. Inner light is a source of motivation that never runs dry. Unlike external stimuli, it does not depend on praise, victories, or recognition. It is nourished by your attentiveness, your presence, your ability to listen to yourself. The Stoics teach us to value this light, to protect it, and to use it as a guide in life. When we act from it, every action becomes conscious, every decision soft, confident, and harmonious. Allow yourself to feel this light expanding. It fills your chest, arms, legs, head. It gently embraces the body and mind, creating a sense of wholeness and strength. In this state, you realize that motivation does not come through force, fear, or haste. It comes through clarity, harmony, inner confidence, and joy. Imagine this light softly illuminating all your goals. It helps you distinguish what is important from what is secondary. See the path and the steps you need to take. It supports you when doubts arise, gently returning you to your center, to inner calm, to clarity. Through this light, we begin to act effectively, consciously, gently, and with confidence. The light within us is not only motivation, but also a source of happiness. When we feel it, joy softly permeates the whole body and mind. It does not scream, it does not demand proof, it does not depend on external circumstances. It is quiet, but powerful, and through it arises the energy for actions that lead to success and harmony. The Stoics taught us to see this inner light even in difficult moments. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a person can maintain inner strength and clarity regardless of circumstances if he remains connected to his inner virtue. And it is through this connection that resilience, motivation, and confidence are born. Even when the world around is loud and demanding, the inner light remains calm, soft, clear. With every moment spent in this silence and light, you notice inner motivation does not exhaust, does not pressure, does not burn out. It is soft, steadily nourishing you, helping you see opportunities, make decisions, and act. It reminds you that happiness and success do not come through external striving, but through inner presence, clarity, and harmony. Allow yourself to linger in this feeling. Feel how the inner light gently permeates every corner of your consciousness, body, and soul. It illuminates the path, leads you to harmony, reveals joy, supports confidence. With every inhale, you strengthen this light. With every exhale, you release all doubts and fears. And in this gentle rhythm arises conscious motivation, happiness, and inner success. Inner light helps us act without strain, without rush, without external pressure. It gently guides thoughts and decisions, making actions harmonious and steady. With it, any goal becomes attainable not through force, but through clarity, inner alignment, and confidence. And when you dwell in this state, you begin to understand. Happiness loves silence. Success comes gently, and the inner light is your constant companion, guiding you through obstacles, helping you make decisions, and sustaining joy and harmony. Everything begins here, in silence, in this gentle presence, in this inner light. Connection with the world. In this quiet, gentle silence, you begin to feel not only yourself, but also the world around you. Your inner light softly expands outward, connecting you with nature, with people, with life itself. You realize that the inner happiness born in silence is not separate from everything around you. It gently resonates with the world, filling every moment with harmony and peace. Imagine yourself in a forest where every tree, Every leaf, every whisper of the wind flows gently into the same rhythm. In this space, there is no rush, no anxiety, no noise disturbing your attention. You simply observe, feel, and remain present. And in this presence arises a remarkable sense of unity. The world and you, parts of one whole, soft and harmonious. The Stoics taught us to see ourselves as part of something greater. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we live in harmony with nature and the universe, and that understanding this helps us preserve clarity and joy. Conscious connection with the world does not require loud actions or external proof. It is born through gentle observation, through attention, through recognizing that we and the world are one. With each inhale, you feel this flow of harmony connecting your inner light with the outer space. With each exhale, you release the sense of separation, of tension, of worry. Your presence gently blends into the world, becoming part of something greater. And in this connection, a happiness is born that does not depend on external circumstances. It is quiet, steady, and soft, like the inner light you have been cultivating in earlier exercises. Imagine your inner happiness beginning to spread like gentle warmth. It touches the people you love, the space you live in, the nature around you. And you see that the happiness born in silence is not limited to your inner world alone. It softly shares itself with the surrounding space, influencing everything around it. In this state of connection, you feel deep peace. You realize that your actions, words, and thoughts can be harmonious, gentle, and helpful not only for yourself, but also for others. The happiness that is born in silence becomes a source of strength and motivation for harmonious interaction with the world. The Stoics called this living in accordance with nature. When we act in harmony with ourselves and the world around us, we find true calm, clarity, and inner success. We see opportunities, understand our goals and values, and make decisions gently and confidently. All of this begins with inner silence, with inner light, with conscious presence. Now in this moment, you feel your place in the world. You are part of life, part of nature, part of harmony. You understand that happiness loves silence, and through this silence you connect with the world. Your inner light gently illuminates the space around you, and in this light arises a sense of unity, harmony, and inner peace. Allow yourself to linger in this feeling. Feel how your inner light gently connects with the world, how happiness softly resonates with life, how clarity and strength spread through your presence. In this connection, a gentle success is born. Not an external race, not pressure, but harmonious actions, confidence, and joy that flow into each day. And as you remain in this state, you begin to understand that true connection with the world begins within. First, we discover silence, then inner happiness and strength, and then we gently bring this harmony into everything that surrounds us. In this process, steady happiness, gentle success, and deep inner joy are born, all of which love silence and reveal themselves through harmony with ourselves and with the world. Happiness loves silence. And in conclusion, you have taken a deep breath and allowed yourself to sink into silence. Your inner light glows softly, your breathing is calm, your mind clear, your heart beating gently in the rhythm of harmony. Now you understand. Happiness loves silence. It does not demand loud words, rush, proof, or external recognition. It is born in stillness, in clarity, in attention to yourself and to the present moment. Silence is the space where thoughts stop being intrusive, where worries and doubts dissolve, and only lightness and inner calm remain. Here, true happiness is born, soft, quiet, steady. It does not depend on the outside world because its roots are within you. And it is through this inner stillness that you begin to see the world more clearly, to make decisions gently and confidently, to act in harmony with yourself and the space around you. The happiness born in silence opens the path to inner success. This is not a race for external achievements, but a gentle, steady confidence. You begin to understand that true goals are reached not through noise, haste, or pressure, but through clarity, inner strength, and conscious presence. The Stoics taught us to let go of what is beyond our control and to act from inner virtue. And this is how harmony, strength, and joy are born. Let this moment of silence stay with you. Let inner light, happiness, and clarity gently accompany every breath and every step. You feel yourself as part of life, part of nature, part of harmony. In this state, you're ready to see opportunities, to make decisions softly, to act with confidence, without losing inner peace. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the silence within. Allow happiness to fill you and your inner light to guide your thoughts and actions. Today, in this very moment, you have learned a simple truth. Happiness loves silence. And the more you allow yourself to remain in this state, the softer, clearer, and more joyful each day of your life becomes.